How's it going, everyone? Sniper here, coach of your Sharpedos, going into that one league, week 5, against Vandalex. We're doing the same type of thing as last week because, time. We're currently 1-3, getting our first win last week, which was amazing. So I'm looking to put in some work and, hopefully snag another win. So, this week we're bringing a choice banded Entei with Sacred Fire Extreme Speed, Stone Edge, and HPIs. The reason we have HPIs is because that Noivern is a threat. And when I say a threat, it is a massive threat. Nothing on my team outspeeds it. And without Diancie, he can just Draco Meteor everything on my team. And the Blade has no special defense either, so yeah, it kind of sucks. Even with the Evo, we're bringing max attack and then 24 special attack with Adamant Nature still, just because I don't really... HPS is just to catch it on the switch in, because even if it doesn't, it might not switch in, but it's there, and then 232 speed allows me to outspeed what I need it to. Next we've got Saturday, different set. We've gone back to the more defensive one, still running a physically defensive one. Same EVs as usual. Leftovers and Regenerator, Scald, Flamethrower, Slack Off, and Toxic. Flamethower's there for the Tang growth, which is a massive wall. Also having Regenerator, and what I'm aiming for this battle is to try and use Regenerator a lot more to make Slowbro a lot more of a threat. The only problem is I can't do a lot to that Tang growth unless I catch it on the switch with the Flamethrower. Next we've got Shrub returning after an amazing week 4 performance with a Citrus Berry, because I'm running Leech Seed, Sub, Tailwind, and Giga Drain. The reason I'm running Tailwind is because I have absolutely nothing to outspeed that Noivern, and not even Aladdin can outspeed it. So if I run Tailwind, it means I can go into something like Vanellope or go into something like Blazemyth, and then I can hit HP Ice and then it's just going to drop. I can hit a Moonblast and it's just going to drop. So Tailwind is really important. And then Giga Drain, just to get some damage off. Wear away that Empoleon a little bit. Substitute, just there so I can set up Tailwind and Leech Seed just, saps health away from everything. And Citrus Berry so I can set up a couple more subs, and get back. And then Natural Cure ability. And then we're running specially defensive because, they can just wall anything. And I'm trying out a different Vanellope set this week. No different to what I normally run. I'm not going completely crazy. It's just I'm kind of trying to do something different. So I'm actually running a more of a supportive set with 216 plus speed, allows me to outspeed. I want to say this is Mega Pinsir. Let me just check that very quickly. Mega Pin. Yeah, to outspeed is Mega Pinsir, so yeah, I was right. Yeah, to outspeed Mega Pinsir, hit it with a Diamond Storm, it just drops. And Stealth Rock, Toxic, and Protect, because Protect gets our speed up as well. And then just bulky support pretty much. So now we've got Oblivion, as usual. Kind of my setup sweeper again, pretty much exactly the same set as last time, with the Life Orb and Sand Veil, because of that Tyranitar, and then ST, EQ, Stone Edge, Dragon Claw. And then, enough speed to outspeed is base 100s. And, 252 attack, 16 HP because I had leftover. And finally, we are bringing Aladdin. No speed investment with the Choice Scarf. I think I've run that set once. Yeah, I think I had it week 3. With Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Hidden Power, Ice, and Super Power. And the reason I'm running Super Power is for the Tyranitar, pretty much. It's I don't really want to hit it with Thunderbolts because you can just hit me with a Stone Edge or an Ice Beam maybe. I am going to be a bit more careful for that, Dark Pulse or that Ice Beam. But yeah, Super Power is just going to completely destroy it. Hidden Power Ice is there for the Noivern, because it's the only thing that can really outspeed it otherwise. Defiant because we don't need Prankster. And then, Modest Nature, Max Special Attack, 192 HP. With a minus nature and attack means I can outspeed a offensive or especially defensive. Tyranitar, if it's completely physically defensive, I don't think we can always kill, but yeah. So I'm just going to jump right to the battle. Okay, so another thing to note is that we were about to battle and I couldn't find the team. Luckily, I had it all typed out, so I just had to like build, get all the sets up again, which was a bit annoying, you know, a bit funny as well. But he brought pretty much what I expected him to. Like the Poliwrath is coming again, the Tangrowth came and the Noivern came. The Empoleon, the Tyranitar as well, and the Gliscor. The Mega Pinsir didn't come, which is actually quite helpful. It means Diancie isn't as, you know, important. But, you know, I still want to get those rocks up, so yeah, I'm just going to play. So, yeah, I lead with the Aladdin, he goes with the Dark Knight, and he switches out into that thing. So I just go for Hidden Power straight away, which is really nice. Not sure. I think he might have been predicting maybe the Slowbro to come in, or you know, the Shaman maybe. But I was like, no, because I'm scuffed, I can just go straight for Hidden Power Ice, and you can't really do anything to me. So yeah, I guess a good chunk done to it. Unfortunately, it does have Regenerator, which means, you know, he's going to be getting that health back, and he has leftovers. So I just go into Shaman knowing that I can pretty much eat anything up. He goes into Reptile, which actually works out alright for me. You know, he switches back out into the Noivern to, you know, maybe find the item. I go for a sub, you know, and like that means like I can get a free Tailwind up, because, you know, then I'm not taking damage apart from the Sandstorm, which is kind of annoying. So yeah, he reveals U-turn, which breaks the sub, and goes into oh shit, what up? And then, you know, I set my Tailwind. Got Leech Seed there. He goes for Ice Beam. I know I can eat that up, you know, like my Citrus Berry, and I'm just getting health back. Which pretty much forces a switch. So I just go to Saturday, which was kind of a misplay. I should have expected the Tangrowth to come and just gone into something else. So here I go into Bladesmith, and he goes into his oh shit, what up? And then he goes into the Poliwrath. I miss the Sacred Fire, which means I'm locked into that. Go back into Shrub. He goes back into Reptile. You know, lots of switches going on. This is quite a long battle as well. So he goes back into his Tangrowth. I go for a Giga Drain, does nothing. So I've revealed my whole set now. And like it wasn't really something expected, but because this was it was a defensive and supportive one. It didn't have like it didn't have Toxic or anything, which kind of sucked. Or, you know, like, and I couldn't get a burn on it with Shaman or anything like that. A burn probably would have been the nicest. I predict the sleep out, or he predicts me to switch, so I just set up a sub, kind of predicting that. And then, you know, I go for Giga Drain, get some health back. He can just go for Hidden Power, which my guess is Hidden Power Ice just because it hits everything. Hidden Power Fire would only hit the Shaman. So yeah, that hits like Hidden Power Ice hits 3 of my mons. So yeah, he just goes for a second Hidden Power. So from the damage, I feel like I can take one if I can get off like a Giga Drain, which I can, which is nice, get my health back up to about just under 50. But the Sandstorm, like, he sends out just to, you know, keep that Sandstorm going. He goes for Ice Beam. I know I can eat that. He doesn't get a freeze or anything stupid. Yeah, he goes into his Noivern, and like I ran the calcs and I can take a U-turn, not a Hurricane, but I can take a U-turn. He goes for U-turn, maybe predicting a switch into like the Slowbro. So I just set up a Tailwind, and then the Sandstorm's going to kill me, which is kind of a misplay because Shaman was one of the most valuable mons on this team. And then, yeah, as you can see, I go into Bladesmith. Yeah, and then he goes into that boy. I'm kind of hoping for a burn. It doesn't happen. Excuse me. So I go into Saturday kind of, you know, predicting it to stay, and he doesn't have any reason not to. He goes into, oh shit, what up? Which sucks, because now I've revealed Flamethrower, and it would have been really nice to catch that Tangrowth with the Flamethrower. He goes for Scald, doesn't get the burn. I go for Toxic, predicting a switch into the Tyranitar, maybe just to predict a Flamethrower or something. But yeah, he does go back into the Tangrowth. I get a burn, which is huge. It means I'm going to whittle it down. You know, leftovers don't make as much difference. However, he still does have Regenerator, which is very annoying. And he goes for Sleep Powder. I have no switching, and you know, I just go into Aladdin. Yeah, I'm just going to get a drink. I'll be back in a minute. 2 seconds. Okay. My throat's starting to go, so I thought I'd get a drink. So yeah, now Aladdin's asleep, which is really, really annoying. I just go into Bladesmith. He goes into his Reptar, and you know, I don't have Iron Head. Like, I mean, I can probably just Sacred Fire, but I don't get the burn, so Stone Edge is just gonna kill me. It's like I clicked it twice. Well, I clicked it 3 times. Once I missed, and the 2 other times I didn't actually get the burn. So here I can go into Vanellope and protect, but it doesn't matter. So I can protect again to scout for a flash cannon because he didn't have it last time. However, he does have it this time, which means I absolutely have to switch. Have to go into Saturday. You know, like he's just gonna go straight for the flash cannon. He's not gonna play any games. Yeah, so I just go for the Scold. Yeah, and I kind of had to bring Diancie because otherwise I don't have an answer for that Noivern pretty much. Like, nothing that can stop Dracos. Yeah, but I just go into Oblivion here, kind of hoping I can eat something up. You know, I predict the switch into the Poliwrath to go into Vanellope. Kind of guessing he has Ice Punch from the way he just switched in so casually. So here I can go for a Diamond Storm, you know, and he can Earthquake. You know, Poison Heal there. Well, you don't really run anything else on a Gliscor. So he just Roost gets back to max HP. He's going to knock off my leftover, which kind of cripples me a little bit. And I go for the Scold, which completely destroys. It doesn't destroy it, but it takes a lot out of it. You know, you can't stay in. And I predict the switch and get off a Flamethrower, which is massive. Which takes it down to 42. And he's going to Giga Drain, I can eat that up. And, you know, then I can slack off. Get my health back. However, he can just keep getting his health back, so I have to go into Aladdin and try and eat up a Giga Drain. Kind of hoping to wake up, because like he does have Inferax, but I know I can take 1. However, you know, I stay in and just try to wake up, and again he identifies my Choice Scarf, which means I have to, like, even if I woke up, I'd be locked in. So I just, you know, go into Vanellope, and here he probably, my guess is that was Hidden Power Steel. Correct me if I'm wrong, Eric, but you know, like, just from the damage that did, I was like, wow. So yeah, yes, Draco U-turn and Hidden Power Steel at this point. I don't know if his other move has been revealed yet. I don't think it has. No, it hasn't. So yeah, I'm just gonna let it play now. Yeah, so I'm going to I have to go into Saturday because Vanellope's gone. Yes. We live on 1 with a U-turn, and he can just go into his Tangrowth. You know, I slack off, and you know, and then I go into Aladdin. You know, he goes for Hidden Power, and like he gets the crit, but you know that didn't really matter because at this point, you know, like I wake up and I go for my own Hidden Power, take it down, and I'm like, oh, a Flamethrower should kill. But at this point, I kind of forgot about Giga Drain, and I'm like, oh, now he's got all his health back. And I just go for Scold, you know, predicting some sort of switch, like trying to be stupid. But you know, that was like where I lost, and then it's like it's 6 on Garchomp, and like I'm thinking maybe I could get Episoul Stance, but there's no point because he just goes into Poliwrath, so I can just Dragon Claw, and then, you know, that's not going to 2-hit KO it. It's like a +2 Dragon Claw wouldn't have killed. I don't think it would. And, of course, he goes for Ice Punch. So we do get 6-0. However, the result of the match doesn't really reflect on how the battle went, because it was actually really even. And, like, every single one of his Pokemon had, you know, a lot of damage done to it. The Empoleon, like, the Gliscor was almost down. The Noivern had been damaged. You know, the Tyranitar had been hit back up with Giga Drains and the Sacred Fire. The Poliwrath almost down, and the Tangrowth, like, that was almost down as well. Yeah, so yeah, it was a really good battle. So going into week 6, hoping to get another win. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. See you later.